Welcome back to the Always Thinking Mindset channel, where we give you positive vibes and simple rules to achieve your goals. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to invest $1,000 three ways. But before we begin, if you like today's video and you get value from today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. Don't worry, you don't have to be subscribed. No $1,000 is going to be registered anywhere. But if you love this channel and you checked out my other videos, then you already know what to do. So let's go ahead and get started. So in the first rule, well, first of all, $1,000, it's very limited, right? If you give me $10,000 or $100,000, now we have more options. But in today's video, we're going to speak on just $1,000. Uh, it is 2025. Inflation is high. There's a lot of things that didn't, especially when I grew up, didn't cost as much as they do now. But that's okay. We are learning on how to invest $1,000, and it has to start off with stocks and bonds. Okay, it's as easy as this: going to a Vanguard account, just registering, putting in $1,000, leaving it in there, right? Doing index funds. And a lot of people say, yeah, that's overrated, but I need to move now. And you got to understand, whenever you invest, you always invest for the long term instead of the short term. And which brings me, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of those things that if you would invest in 2016 or 2010, you would have had a lot of money. But on top of that, anyways, Bitcoin's, it's one of those things that if you can find one and get it early, then you're good. But this video focuses on stocks and bonds. We're going to do the most reasonable avenue of investing $1,000. Like I said, back to the original plan of investing it into index funds and ETF fund, anything that gives you a return. Usually, the stock market, anything from 8 to 10%. But on top of that, it is a safe outlet because once you put it in, just set it and forget it. Because on top of that, through the years of compound interest, it will build and it will get higher. And $1,000 is as easy as that to invest. You just have to have the discipline to do it, right? Because index funds, they do give you a return, but you can't pull it out until you're later on, which is okay. Hopefully by then you're able to have more money to invest and get it going. But that is one way to invest $1,000, which brings me to my second rule of business. So with $1,000, you're pretty limited. I mean, I know some laptops are worth $1,200, and that's basic. But with $1,000, I do know some outlets. One has to do with pressure washing. You can do driveways. You can buy the machine. I think it's $800. You can charge, $250, $300 fee and start a small business. That is a perfect way to get in there, get your feet wet, get some money back. Just keep doing it a high volume. And with that money, just keep reinvesting into the business. You never know. It might be into this large corporation. Next thing you know, you have employees under you, and that is a great investment that you started off with $1,000, which will give you a head start in any career. And if you think pressure washing and the way I worked when I was younger, I used to cut grass, and I used to cut grass for $10, $15. That was back then. Right now, I think my lawn guy's not even nowhere near that. But on top of that, there's nothing wrong with blue collar jobs. I mean, especially if you're at a high volume, you know how to manage the business, you know how to make profit. So with those $1,000, look for other alternatives. I know there's like eBay. You can find stuff, buy low, sell high is the theme. So $1,000, you just have to look and be creative and look for alternatives. I'm sure there's a lot of videos on YouTube that can tell you how to spend your $1,000, including mine. And thank you for watching uh, today's video. Now, the last rule is pretty simple, right? What it's leave it alone, right? When I say leave it alone, whenever you invest it, whether it's a CD into your bank account, which has a high yield, try to get a high yield, but just leave it alone, right? With time, interest, compound interest, it just builds. And on top of that, $1,000, I mean, it's kind of hard to become this millionaire. And I don't know how many videos are out there where it's like $0 to $1 billion. I don't understand that, but it takes money to make money. Let's be real about that. And at the same time, $1,000 is is okay, right? But it can create your first $10,000, and with that, you just keep reinvesting, reinvesting. So I can see that being a snowball effect. Sometimes $1,000 you can't buy anything, right? There is no investing. It's just so what you'll have to do is personally invest in yourself. And when I say that, join a seminar or buy a book. It's that simple as that. Get educated, know the business, know what you want. Just stay on track and just keep reinvesting in yourself. You will have the best return in your education, but not only that, experience. So, those are three ways you can invest $1,000 in a practical sense, right? None of this gibberish online that I can make you a billionaire. Things do take time, and it does get your investment wheel turning, especially in your head. And if you like today's video and you got plenty of value from it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And if you love this channel, then you already know what to do. Please check out my other videos. Plenty of information. Like I said, I'm here to help and share the knowledge. And until next time, folks, we will speak soon.